Dog,
I would not expect it.
The first time I stayed up past midnight, we're in the living room, in the dining room table, and I didn't know math questions, and she was beating me until I get this stuff right.
Did you learn the math?
No! But how does that make any sense? Dog, have you ever gotten beaten as a kid?
Yeah.
By your parents? By who?
From the Caribbean, of course.
Who beat compared to your mom and dad? Who beat you most? I think I got it correct.
See, I was a good kid, so I didn't get beat very often.
What the heck, dog?
Nah, for real. Like my sisters got their asses whooped, man. But I don't know, man. Like for me, like if I ever did something wrong, it'd be like a quick slap, like pow, and then that'd be about it. By your mom and dad, like both of them would beat you the same way. Yeah. So I think my mom probably like pulled out a belt more than my dad. My dad would just be like, "Don't do this," pow, and he'd be gone. And I'd be like, "All right, cool, I got the message."
Okay. I think for me it was kind of similar but different. I think I never listened, right?
Yeah, you don't listen now.
I never listened as a kid,
so
right?
Apparently you didn't get beaten up.
Probably it wasn't working. So I used to get beaten by my mom. My mom used to beat me a lot. But the difference between my mom and dad's beatings, my mom would hit me often, but she'd always talk while she's beating me. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you mean?
Never do this again. And saying after she beat me, she was like, "Hey, I love you. I only do it just because I don't want you to do this thing again." But it's like in my mind when she used to beat me, I used to hate this woman, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the heck you gonna beat me and then tell me you love me after? In my mind, that didn't make any sense. But when my dad used to hit me, but when my dad used to hit me, dog, that was abuse. No joke, that was abuse. I think I don't know. I'll say in comparison, my dad used to hit me way less, but the message was well received.
Yeah.
Well received, yeah. But on that note, do you think...
Would you beat your kids today? Going through what you went through, would you beat your kids today?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I think main reason why is because...
Do you think you turned out okay because your parents whooped your ass?
Do I think what?
You think it turned out okay?
To an extent, yeah.
So why wouldn't you think it worked?
Because I think my girlfriend brought this to my attention. She was saying that beatings tend to come from a place of anger, in a sense, right? And if you're hitting someone out of anger, it's not really loving or anything. And I think going back to it, I'm
definitely
like,
shouldn't beat your kids if you're upset.
Yeah, because my parents, I don't know when a time in my life when my mom was like, "Hey, Junior, come get this beat." You know what I'm saying? It was all about anger and all these negative emotions, and I think that kind of gets into way of correct disciplining. I don't know. I think you shouldn't beat your kids at all, man. Yeah.
I think you shouldn't beat your kids at all.
Yeah.
I feel like there's better ways to get the message across.
Yeah, I think discipline.
I feel like that's an old means of disciplining your kids.
Yeah.
And what is in the culture, right? Because coming from
slavery and stuff like that.
No, I mean it's just Caribbean culture.
Where they come from?
Okay, but I never grew up thinking about slavery and shit like that. It's not a slavery culture. I'm talking about like me.
Oh, I thought you said
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that. Probably has some roots in there, but I'm talking about like just the culture you grew up in. Because if you grew up in a culture where it's just not a thing, and you get your ass beat, you kind of miss the message because you're thinking more about this thing that just happened to you that's so different from everything you know. But if you grow up knowing everybody gets your ass beat, then it kind of doesn't really bother you. It's just part of the learning and growing up process.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like that's how I grew up. Everybody's getting their ass beat. My friends were getting their ass beat. Everybody in the community was getting their ass beat. It's just how
it was a norm.
It's just
it was a
normal.
norm.
It's just how they did it back then. You didn't. I can't say I was traumatized. It's not like that. It was just part of the culture.
I feel like I was traumatized.
But yeah, but you got your ass beat a lot more than I did. So.
Yeah.
But in today's I feel like there's we're all more educated. We're all aware of we're all more connected. There's just better ways to discipline your kids.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's necessary.
Like making them run 10 miles, you know what I'm saying? Or carry 10 bricks.
Put them in a backpack and have them hike up the street.
But yeah, I think recently,
it's obviously a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
No, people miss these jokes, man. I'm telling you, somebody's gonna be like,
"Oh man,
get these guys."
But yeah, I mean, because recently I didn't think before I'm up until 2 years ago, I was like, yeah, beat your kids, beat them all the time. But I think, like I was saying before, my girlfriend kind of changed my mindset on that to an extent, and so I'm more accepting of like, you know what, maybe beating in the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? But
she ain't about beating kids?
No.
I'm gonna talk to her to this.
Yeah, but I feel like
we'll change your mind.
Nah.
But yeah, a bunch of remains running around here. A bunch of little hoodlums.
Yeah, but I think talking to the little kids, the Rugrats, and actually explaining to them why certain things are the way they are and why they shouldn't do certain things, would give you a much better result to an extent.
Yeah, it's more beneficial.
And some people just need to get popped in the face. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying not one parenting style is gonna work for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I got beaten a lot, and like he said, I still don't listen to this day. So was the beatings really necessary?
There you go. Yeah.
My mom thinks so, but
good point.
I'm still kind of special, you know.
When I met your mom, I never think she was.
Oh my gosh!
She seems like the most loving, nurturing woman I've ever met in my life. I would not expect it.
The first time I stayed up past midnight, we're in the living room, in the dining room table, and I didn't know math questions, and she was beating me until I get this stuff right.
Did you learn the math?
No! But how does that make any sense? Dog, she was like, Junior, if it's like the same memes that you see online. That shit was true. It's kind of weird how it transcends different countries, but that stuff was true, man.
Teacher, I see you learn math.
Yeah, and it's like,
I'm still don't learn the math.
I think that stuff because I think
you can't learn the math at that point because it creates like a mental block.
Exactly.
You can't even think. You're so focused on not getting
hit. Yeah.
That you can't focus on the math. You're never gonna learn that math.
Looking back at it, I can't even blame my mom because that's what she was exposed to when she was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like just like you were saying, what you grew up around. So it's like
that's all she knew.
As a parent, they're learning too. But yeah, would you beat your kids?
Nah, man.
Would I beat my kids? You know what?
Not these days.
I don't think I would beat my kids. I don't think I would beat my kids.
If your kid's in a good ass beating, just send them my way, bro. I got you. Take that belt off.
Nah,
man. I don't think it's a good thing.
But anyway, anything else?
Nope.
All right, we done.